Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss Visistadvaita Vedanta philosophy with UGC NET MCQ. This video is definitely going to help for your exam, so let's get started. First, we will see the concept of Visistadvaita Vedanta, then we will go on to the UGC NET GR of previous year questions. So first we will see the introduction. So Visistadvaita is the name given to the philosophy of Sri Ramanuj and his followers. It means Advaita, that means oneness, and Vishistasya, that is of the Lord who is qualified. Here the Lord is qualified by the body, that is Sarira, constituted by inanimate, that is Chit, soul, and the inanimate, that is Achit, that is universe. So the term Sri Vaishnavism refers to the system of thought where Vishnu, along with his consort Sri Lakshmi, occupies supreme position. She is the mother of entire creation, and being consort of Lord Vishnu, she also acts as a mediator between men and God and brings about union between them. So the founder of this philosophy is Sri Ramanuj and his followers, and according to Sri Ramanuj, the Lord Vishnu and his consort Sri Lakshmi occupies supreme position in this philosophy, as she is the mother of creation, and she also acts as a mediator between man and God and break a union between them. So now let's talk about Sagun Brahman according to Ramanuj. Vishishtadvaita philosophy believes that the supreme reality is Sagun Brahman, a personal being with countless auspicious attributes, and it is qualified whole of which Brahman is the soul and the Jeev and the Jagat. The soul and material nature constitute the body, which has an inseparable relationship with the whole. Though it is non-dual whole, yet it is characterized by internal differences in it. That is why one reality is called Vishishtadvait, meaning qualified non-dualism. So here, according to Ramanuj, supreme reality is Sagun Brahman, and that Sagun Brahman is a personal being with countless attributes, and he is to be considered as non-dual whole, and it can be known by others through its internal differences which it possesses. Now, here the non-dual reality is made known by its quality. So, when we want to know about the non-dual reality, we need to know about its quality. The soul and the world, which are two different natures, these two kind of entities are distinct yet real parts of the whole. So, the world and the soul, ये दोनों जो है ये दो डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ नेचर्स के हैं, बट इसको रियल माना जाता है क्योंकि ये जो ये पार्ट है ब्राह्मण के. होल मीन्स हियर ब्राह्मण. द विशिष्ट अद्वैत वाज नॉट coined by Ramanuj but came to be used by others afterward. Some regard the doctrine of Vishisht Advait as absolute realism without any place for illusion of any kind. There is no category like Maya, which is described in Advait as an indeterminate, existent, non existent entity. So, Ramanuj considers such a description as a philosophical fantasy. So, Maya for him is the power of Brahman, and its effects are absolutely real, though changing. So, according to Ramanuj, Maya is to be considered as philosophical fantasy, and for him, the power of Brahman is Maya. So, and it is to be considered as absolutely real, though it is changing all the time. So the first one is Brahman is not attributeless but essentially personal God and possessing infinite personal attributes. So जो ब्राह्मण है वो पर्सनल गॉड है और वो पोजेस करते हैं इन्फिनाइट पर्सनल एट्रीब्यूट्स जस्ट लाइक दैट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड एंड द सोल. Now the second one is Mithya doctrine is not accepted. World is real and produced by Brahman. तो जो अकॉर्डिंग टू रामानुज जो मिथ्या डॉक्ट्रिन है वो उन्होंने एक्सेप्ट नहीं किया है क्योंकि वो कहते हैं कि जो दुनिया है वो रियल है, वो सत्य है, और वो दुनिया जो बनाया गया है वो ब्राह्मण के द्वारा बनाया गया है. The third one is Jeev is really atomic and produced by Brahman. So Jeev is also atomic in nature and produced by Brahman. The fourth one is there is no distinction between Ishvara, that is Sagun Brahman, and Nirgun Brahman, devoid of bad attributes, since there is no any higher knowledge or lower knowledge of Brahman. Now we will see the next point, that is 5. Bhakti is a chief means to liberation. So, भक्ति एक ऐसा मार्ग है जिसके द्वारा हम मोक्ष को प्राप्त कर सकते हैं. The sixth one is the world and the Atma are inseparable attribute of Brahman known as अर्थ पक्ष सिद्धि विशेषण. So, वर्ल्ड और जो आत्मा है वो ब्राह्मण से कभी सेपरेट नहीं किया जा सकता, because it is inseparable. And उसको कहा जाता है अर्थ पक्ष सिद्धि विशेषण. The seventh one is the world. Atma on one hand and Brahman on the other hand can be integrated into organic whole, that is Brahman is qualified or Vishisht by world and Jivatmas. Thus there is only one Tattva, Vishisht Brahman, Brahman qualified by Chit and Achit. Thus this philosophy is called Visistadvaita. तो यहाँ पे वो कहते हैं कि जो वर्ल्ड है, आत्मा और ब्रह्मन, ये जो है इंटीग्रेट है एक एज अ होल में, और जो ब्रह्मन है वो क्वालिफाइड है चित और अचित से. सो चित एंड अचित आर पार्ट्स ऑफ ब्रह्मन एंड थर्ड दिस फिलोसफी इज कॉल्ड विशिष्ट अद्वैत. Now we will talk about Bhakti and Prapti. Visistadvaita holds that although these 7 steps are prescribed to cultivate Bhakti, they are not easy for an ordinary man to follow. Hence, it is declared that Bhakti is difficult to practice in the manner expected of the devotees. In contradiction to Bhakti, Prapti or wholehearted surrender easier. It can be adopted by one and all without any distinction of caste, creed, or sex. It can be adopted at any time and place. All are eligible. Prapti is also known as Sarangiti, Nyasa, Bahar Nyasa, Atmnikshep, Tyag, Samanyasa, and Namaskarta, etc. यहाँ पे वो कहते हैं कि जो प्राप्ति है वो इजी होता है फॉलो करने के लिए एज कंपेयर टू भक्ति. भक्ति जो है कोई भी ऐसा ऑर्डिनरी पर्सन उस फॉलो नहीं कर सकता, बिकॉज इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट. और जो प्राप्ति है हम वो कभी भी हम अटेन कर सकते हैं, कभी भी हम किसी भी जगह पे किसी भी प्लेस पे हम भक्ति को प्राप्त कर सकते हैं. सॉरी, भक्ति नहीं, प्राप्ति को प्राप्त कर सकते हैं. प्राप्ति कैन बी प्रैक्टिस एट एनी टाइम एंड प्लेस, और वो कोई भी पर्सन कर सकता है. बट जो भक्ति है वो सिर्फ एक वही कर सकते हैं जिनमें भक्ति दिखाने का वो करेज होता है, और क्योंकि वो डिफिकल्ट पाथ होता है तो उनमें इतना मैनर होना चाहिए कि वो अपने आप को डिवोट कर सके, अपने आप को डिवोटीज बना सके. Prapti, like bhakti, is only a kind of mental attitude toward God. If one thinks one can please God, one's own personal efforts like Kirtan, Vandana, etc., one is called a Bhakt. अगर कोई पर्सन है वो चाहता है कि वो गॉड को प्रसन्न करे अपने पर्सनल इफेक्ट से, जस्ट लाइक डूइंग बाय कीर्तन वंदना, तो हम उस आदमी को कहेंगे या उस इंसान को भक्त कहेंगे. If, however, one feels convinced that one cannot please God by one's own personal effort and that nothing apart from God's grace can save him or her, one becomes prapanna. जो नहीं दिखा पाते हैं अपना पर्सनल एफर्ट टू द गॉड, ऐसे इंसान को हम प्रपन्ना बोलते हैं. प्राप्ति needs to be done only once. It needs not to be done again and again as bhakti. There are 5 subsidiaries angas of prapti. They are, तो प्राप्ति को हमें एक ही बार करना चाहिए. It should not be done again and again, just like as bhakti. So let's see what are these 5 prapti. The first is anukulya sankalp, that is resolve to do only things favorable to God and wishing good for all. तो फिर हमें वही काम करना चाहिए जो भगवान को अच्छा लगता है. Second is प्रतिकूल्य वर्जना, that means avoiding things disliked by God. हमें वो काम नहीं करना चाहिए जो गॉड को अच्छा नहीं लगता है. The third one is रक्षिष्यति इति विश्वास. महाविश्वास, फॉर्म फेथ इन द सेवियरशिप ऑफ गॉड, हमें पूरा विश्वास होना चाहिए भगवान में कि वो हमें बचा सकते हैं। द फोर्थ वन इज गोप्त्री तत्व वर्णम, रिक्वेस्टिंग द लॉर्ड टू बी प्रोटेक्टर। तो यहाँ पे हमें विनती करना है भगवान से कि वो हमें प्रोटेक्ट करे। आत्मनिक्षेप karpanyam, that means placing one's burden at the feet of Lord in all meekness and humility। जब हमें कोई दिक्कत आती है, परेशानी आती है, तो हम भगवान के पास जाते हैं और बोलते हैं कि हमें जो भी हमारी परेशानी है आप ही समझिए, अब आगे जो भी होगा हम एक्सेप्ट करेंगे। तो दिस इज लाइक प्लेसिंग वंस बर्डन एट द फीट ऑफ लॉर्ड। These five angas make Prapti complete and efficacious. Of all these, Mahavishwas is the very heart of Prapti. Without it, all other angas become insignificant. So, महाविश्वास एक ऐसा है कि आप अगर महाविश्वास ही नहीं फॉलो करोगे या फिर फेथ ही नहीं रखोगे तो जो बाकी चीजें आप कर रहे हो वो यूजलेस हो जाएंगी। Now, Visistadvaita is described as a system of thought that gave a strong philosophical and theological foundation to the practice of bhakti found in the popular tradition of different linguistic culture across the country. While one can become wary of intense bhakti as a form of emotional outburst, Vishishtadvait has brought intellectual content to the practice of bhakti, and prapti is described as it is described above. By doing this one on the one hand they have built an intellectual domain of for bhakti, but on the other hand they have shown the limitation of human mind and its effort in matter of faith by their belief in prapti. So हम देख सकते हैं कि जो विशिष्ट अद्वैत वेदांत है वो भक्ति को एक नया डोमेन दे रहा है, एक नया वे दे रहा है कि जो भक्ति है वो जो है वो इंटेलेक्चुअल डोमेन है फॉर भक्ति, एंड जो प्राप्ति है वो तो डिस्क्राइब किया गया है ऊपर। तो फिर काफी लोग जो है भक्ति को बहुत पहले ऐसे ही करते थे कि अपना इमोशंस एक्सप्रेस करते थे भगवान के पास जाके, और बट ये विशिष्ट अद्वैत वेदांत जो है has brought an intellectual content to the practice of bhakti. Now we'll see about the Satkhyati. So Satkhyati means theory of error. This Khyati means theory of error. Let's see what does Ramanuj say on Satkhyati. So advocated by Ramanuj Vishishtadvait Vedant school. According to this theory, there is no error. So according to Ramanuj, there is no error. So now he is trying to explain that there is no error through the explaining that silver cell. So the silver is as real as the cell. The cell appears as silver because there are some particles of silvers in the cell. So हमें वो सेल इसलिए सिल्वर दिख रहा है क्योंकि वहां पे उस सेल में कुछ सिल्वर पार्टिकल्स है, तभी ना हमें वो सिल्वर सेल दिख रहा है। तो ये कहना है उनका, इसीलिए वहां पे कोई एरर नहीं है। This view is similar to the Prabhakar theory of Khyati called a Khyati. Error is regarded as non-apprehension, not as misapprehension. So, error is regarded as partial truth or incomplete truth. So, whatever we see, it has to be regarded as partial truth or incomplete truth. It should not be said that it is a complete truth. So cognition is never regarded invalid. So whatever we see, whatever we are getting after having a perception of a thing, we should not deny that it is invalid. There is no subjective element found in error. Therefore, distinction between error and truth is only practical. Now we will talk about Arthpak Siddhi. The relation between matter, soul, and God is that of inner inseparability, which is known as Arthpak Siddhi. Matter and soul are controlled, supported parts, and that means of God. So, that matter and soul are controlled, supported, are paths of God. Okay. While on the other hand, God is the controller, God is the supporter, God is to be considered as the whole, and it is an end. So, although matter and soul are real, eternal as God, but they are completely dependent on God. Therefore, God is free from both differences, that is, heterogeneous and homogeneous, because there is nothing which is external to Him. God possesses internal differences because God is made up of different elements like Chit and Achit. So, आप यहाँ पे समझ गए होंगे काफी इजीली, जो मैटर और सोल है वो कंट्रोल किया जाता है, सपोर्ट किया जाता है, और वो पार्ट है ब्राह्मण के और कह सकते हैं गॉड के। तो मैटर और सोल वो गॉड गॉड के पार्ट्स हैं और कंट्रोल किया जाता है गॉड के थ्रू। और जो गॉड है वो कौन है? वो कंट्रोलर है, वो सपोर्ट करता है और उसको एज अ होल माना जाता है और वो एंड है। और दो मैटर और सोल रियल हैं, पर वो हमेशा डिपेंडेंट रहते हैं गॉड के ऊपर। नाउ वी विल सी परिणामवाद। Ramanuj accepts the theory of Brahma Parinamvad. According to Parinamvad, the material cause changes itself in the form of its effect. Therefore, the effect is a real transformation of its material cause. According to Ramanuj, Prakriti or the cause is independent on Brahman. It is controlled by him and it is also inseparable from him. So that God, both the material cause and that matter is an attribute of God and efficient cause of the universe. So, according to Ramanuj, he accepted Brahma Parinamvad. So, what does Parinamvad means? Parinamvad means when we convert something cause from effect. So, when we convert clay, that pot from a clay, so that clay is a material cause and the effect is pot. Now, so therefore, the effect is a real transformation of its material cause. Or according to Ramanuj, he says that the God is both material cause as well as efficient cause of the universe. Now we will see about refutation of Maya. So this refutation of Maya is done by Ramanuj of the concept of Maya that is given by Sankaracharya. Now we will see the objections that has been raised. The first is Ashriya Anupatti, that is, Maya should have locus, cannot reside in Brahman because it makes Brahman qualified. It is said that Maya resides in Brahman, that means ignorance resides in knowledge. So वो कहते हैं कि माया का जो है अपना एक जगह होना चाहिए, एक प्लेस होना चाहिए, वो ब्राह्मण में नहीं रह सकता, क्योंकि जो माया है उसका मतलब इग्नोरेंस है। तो हाउ कैन इग्नोरेंस रिसाइड्स इन नॉलेज? Second one is Tirodan Anupatti, that means how can a Maya, which is of nature of ignorance, conceal the self-conscious and self-luminous Brahman is not comprehensible. Brahman cannot be said to be covered by the principle of ignorance. तो जो माया है जिसका नेचर इग्नोरेंस है और जो ब्राह्मण है वो सेल्फ कॉन्शियस है और उसको किसी और की चीजों की जरूरत नहीं होती है, तो फिर ब्राह्मण को हम कवर नहीं कर सकते इग्नोरेंस से, क्योंकि वो सेल्फ सफिशिएंट है, सेल्फ लुमिनियस है, सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस है। The third one is Swarup Anupatti. If Maya is called positive, it cannot be synonym of avidya, absence of knowledge. Avidya is a negative term. If it is said that Maya is both negative and positive term, then it will be self contradictory. अगर हम कहेंगे कि जो माया है वो पॉजिटिव है, तो उसका सिनोनिम अविद्या नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि अविद्या मीन्स एब्सेंस ऑफ नॉलेज होता है और अविद्या जो एक नेगेटिव टर्म है। अगर हम कहेंगे कि माया और बोथ है, नेगेटिव भी है और पॉजिटिव भी है, तो वो सेल्फ कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी हो जाएगा। द फोर्थ वन इज अनिर्वचनीय तव अनुपत्ति. माया इज डिफाइंड एज indefinable and described as indescribable because it does not strictly fall under the category of reality or unreality. If Maya is neither real nor unreal, then it is non-entity. तो फिर वो कह रहे हैं कि जो माया है उसको हम डिफाइन नहीं कर सकते हैं और इनडिस्क्राइबेबल है। अगर ये इनडिस्क्राइबेबल इनडिफाइनेबल है तो ये कैसे कोई कैटेगरी या फिर कैसे कोई भी कैटेगरी दैट मीन्स रियलिटी और इन रियलिटी नहीं हम इसको कैटेगराइज कर सकते, क्योंकि ये इनडिस्क्राइबेबल है, इनडिफाइनेबल है। तो फिर जो चीज ना ही रियल है ना ही अनरियल है, इसको हम कहेंगे नॉन एंटिटी। तो जो माया है वो नॉन एंटिटी है। Now the fifth one is Pramananupatti. There is no valid means by which cognition of Maya is possible. We cannot know Maya because there is no source from where we can obtain knowledge of Maya. Therefore, we cannot perceive Maya. तो फिर हम इसमें वो कहते हैं कि जो माया है, माया को जानने के लिए हमारे पास कोई साधन नहीं है। There is no source from where we can obtain the knowledge of Maya. तो हम माया को perceive नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि there is no means from which we can know Maya. The sixth one is Nivartak Anupatti. Charges is about absence of remover of Maya. It is said by Sankara that Maya or Avidya is removed by the knowledge of unqualified indeterminate Brahman, but Ramanuj argues that such knowledge can never be attained. Indeterminate and attributeless Brahman is unknowable. Therefore, there is no remover of Maya. तो यहाँ पे जो है वो चार्ज दिया गया है एब्सेंस ऑफ रिमूवर ऑफ माया, कि कोई भी माया को रिमूव नहीं कर सकता। और शंकराचार्य जो कहते हैं कि हम माया को या फिर जो अविद्या है उसको हम रिमूव कर सकते हैं बाय अटेनमेंट ऑफ नॉलेज। पर ये नॉलेज कैसे हमें अटेन होगा? वो कहते हैं कि अनक्वालिफाइड इंडिटरमिनेट ब्राह्मण के थ्रू। पर जो रामानुज है वो कहते हैं कि ऐसा नॉलेज हम कभी अटेन नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि जो इनडिटरमिनेट एट्रीब्यूटलेस ब्राह्मण है वो हम उसको कभी जान ही नहीं सकते। देयरफॉर देयर इज नो रिमूवर ऑफ माया। नाउ द सेवेंथ इज Nivartya Anupatti. Ramanuj shows that removal of Maya is not at all possible. Maya is positive according to Shankara, but that which exists positively cannot be removed by the existence of knowledge. Therefore, the removal of Maya is not possible. तो जो सेवेंथ है वो कहते हैं कि वहां पे रिमूवल ऑफ माया इज नॉट पॉसिबल, क्योंकि अकॉर्डिंग टू शंकराचार्य माया जो है वो पॉजिटिव है, और जो पॉजिटिवली एग्जिस्ट करता है वो नॉलेज के थ्रू कैसे उसको हम रिमूव कर सकते हैं? नहीं कर सकते हैं। देयरफॉर रिमूवल ऑफ माया इज नॉट पॉसिबल। नाउ वी विल गो ऑन टू द UGC NET previous year questions. Guys, you have to go through this also so that you can know that which type of questions come in UGC NET. Now we will start. The first question is, who is the founder of Visistadvaita Vedanta? Option A Adi Shankaracharya, option B Ramanuj, option C Madhvacharya, option D Nimbark. So after every question, I will give you 3 seconds to critically think about the question and choose your answer. So the right answer is option number B. That is Ramanuj. Now question number 2, in Visistadvaita, the relationship between the individual soul and the Brahman is described as option A Maya, option B non-dual, option C qualified non-dualism, option D dualism. So they have asked about the relationship between the individual soul and Brahman. The right answer is option number C, that is qualified non-dualism. Now, question number 3. Which of the following text is primarily associated with Ramanuja's philosophy? Option A Brahma Sutra, option B Bhagavad Gita, option C Sri Bhashya, option D Upanishads. The right answer is option number C, Sri Bhashya. Now, question number 4. According to Visistadvaita, the ultimate goal of life is option A moksha, option B karma, option C dharma, option D bhakti. Right answer is option number A, moksha. In the context of Visistadvaita, the term Brahman refers to option A, an impersonal absolute, option B, a personal God with attributes, option C, a universal consciousness, option D, a philosophical concept. The right answer is, wait guys. So the right answer is option number B, a personal God with attributes. Now let's go on to the next question, question number 6. Which of the following concept is emphasized in Visistadvaita Vedanta? Option A, the illusory nature of the world. Option B, the unity of Atman and Brahman. Option C, the worship of a personality. Option D, the cyclical nature of time. The right answer is option number C. Now, question number 7. Ramanuja's interpretation of Bhagavad Gita emphasizes option A, the renunciation of action, option B, the importance of devotion, that is bhakti, option C, strict adherence to rituals, option D, the pursuit of knowledge, that is gyan. The right answer is option number B, the importance of devotion, that is bhakti. Now, question number 8. In Visistadvaita, the concept chit refers to option A, inanimate objects, option B, consciousness, option C, the material world, option D, the cycle of birth and death. So the right answer is option number B, consciousness. Now, question number 9. In the context of Ramanuja's philosophy, which of the following terms best described his concept of God's attributes? Option A, Nirgun, option B, Sagun, option C, Brahman, option D, Akshara. The right answer is option number B, Shagun. Now we'll go on to the question number 10. Which work by Ramanuj provides a detailed commentary on Brahma Sutra? Option A, Gita Bhashya, option B, Vedant Sangra, option C, Sri Bhashya, option D, Nyaya Sutra. The right answer is option number C, Sri Bhashya. The concept of Prakaran Granth is important in Vishisht Advait because option A, they are philosophical treatises that explain core doctrines. Option B, they are metaphysical texts that deal with the nature of reality. Option C, they are ritual texts that prescribe religious practice. Option D, they are historical account of Ramanuj's life. So the right answer is option number A, that is Prakaran Granth means they are philosophical treatises that explain core doctrine. Now we will go on to the next question. Which philosophical stance is specially rejected by Vishishtadvaita? Option A, dualism, option B, non-dualism, option C, qualified non-dualism, option D, theism. Right answer is option number B, that is non-dualism. Now question number 13. The term Bhagavad Vishya in Ramanuj's teaching refers to option A, the nature of the world, option B, the nature of God, option C, the soul's relationship with the body, option D, the process of meditation. Right answer is option number B, the nature of God. Now we'll go on to the question number 14. According to Ramanuj, which of the following is essential for attaining moksha? Option A, knowledge, option B, devotion, option C, rituals, option D, renunciation. Right answer is option number B, devotion. Now question number 15. The philosophical term sambandh in Vishisht Advait refers to option A, the nature of liberation, option B, the process of creation, option C, the relationship between the soul and God, option D, the path of knowledge. Right answer is option number C, the relationship between the soul and God. Now, question number 16. Ramanuj's philosophy, what is meant by Sheshatva? Option A, the state of liberation. Option B, the quality of being a servant. Option C, the nature of material reality. Option D, essence of Brahman. Right answer is option number B, the quality of being servant. So, the being servant means here the being servant of Brahman. Now, question number 17. Which of the following statement best captures the essence of Vishisht Advait? Option A, all is one and individuality is an illusion. Option B, the individual soul and the God are distinct yet inseparable. Option C, the material world is a mere illusion, that is Maya. Option D, knowledge is superior to devotion. The right answer is option number B, the individual soul and God are distinct yet inseparable. Now, question number 18. In Vishishtadvaita, the term Uppatti refers to Option A, the ultimate reality. Option B, the state of bliss. Option C, the process of liberation. Option D, the limited condition of a soul. The right answer is option number D, the limiting condition of the soul. Now, question number 19. The philosophical discourse in Visistadvaita primarily aims to reconcile option A, science and religion, option B, Bhakti and Gyan, option C, dualism and non dualism, option D, the Vedas and Upanishad. The right answer is option number B, that is Bhakti and Gyan. So, our answer will be option number B. Now we'll go on to the question number 20. This question is the last question for this session. The concept of Maya in Vishishtadvaita is understood as option A, the illusory nature of the world, option B, the inherent qualities of God, option C, the relationship between God and individual souls, option D, the empirical reality that is meaningful. Right answer is option number D, the empirical reality that is meaningful. Thank you everyone for watching my channel. If you feel that this video is helpful for you, please do subscribe, like and comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon for getting notification for new videos. Please guys do support me. Bye bye everyone.